Hey, what's up guys, Ravenclaw here, and welcome back to another episode all about the BFA beta. So, they have announced the new style of PvP system that's going to be coming out soon in the beta. I want to go through the different types of things they've discussed, and yeah, hopefully you guys are as interested in the new way of PvP as I am. So, let's get into it. Alright, so straight from the Blizzard Blues, we are looking at the new ranking system. They go on to say, at the end, we want the brackets of players to be the similar style of, say, StarCraft and Overwatch. And that means they're going to label the brackets now as, say, Gold and Platinum and Diamond and all that other cool stuff. They feel like the ranking system on those games has become more common. Whereas what we've got now is you've got your Challenger, your Gladiator, and all that stuff, which is going to be still kept, but I think that all they simply want to do is bring a more common theme to WoW. Having said that, WoW was the original competitive PvP with the ranking system, so it's funny that they started it, now they're going somewhere else to keep up with another game they've made. But anyway, I think that's fine. We'll see how that goes. Alright, so moving on to the eye level reward scheme. This is essentially how we are going to be getting our different types of gear. They felt in Legion it was a bit... it wasn't implemented too well. So what they mean by that is they feel like the eye level that was gained for, say, people in the 2k plus bracket, it was too low and it wasn't really reflecting the efforts that people have put in. So what they're going to do is they're going to do it by the brackets, like I mentioned earlier, so your gold, platinum, and all that stuff. But they want to make it more rewarding, so more of an achievement. When you do get to that tier, you are going to get your efforts rewarded. So, for example, in the 16 to 1800, which will be the gold, say, Challenger bracket, you have a chance at normal raid quality loot. And say the 18 to 2k, you'll get heroic quality loot, and then so on and so forth. So that way it will give us PvPers more of a competitive stance if we do then want to go over and do some PvE. Alright, so now we're talking about appearances and other things PvP. As we know, like when you get to, say, a 2k rating, you're able to then get the elite set. So that's your full transmog of the elite gear. What they want to do, instead of waiting till the end of a season for your rankings to be set and all this other stuff, they're going to be doing it as you reach a certain tier. So as we spoke about already, gold, platinum, diamond, whatever, you'll be able to get certain appearances, certain other bits and pieces as you hit those brackets instead of waiting for the season to end. Although, having said that, things like your Gladiator mount and all that stuff will run off a base percentage and will be still rewarded as per normal. But other things that will make you, like we used to be able to do back in the day, you'd be able to get the blood-soaking enchantment for your weapon to make, so people would know that you are a high-rated player. And at the end of the day, you want to feel as good as you play. That's what I'm saying. Okay, now they're looking at a conquest system. This is your points. We've all seen different things as the PvP scene has progressed over the years in different expansions. Like we used to have a whole honor system where we would gain honor points for sort of your baseline PvP gear. Then every week we would cap out our conquest points to get our better styled gear, and we'd all be chasing that weapon and the enchants and all that. This has all changed over, say, Legion and all that stuff. What they're trying to do now, and they want to encourage more of a world PvP scene instead of the world quests that we know in Legion, which didn't really encourage world PvP. It was more, here's the hype in the first week, and then it was just go and just pummel through it to be able to get your PvP points. So what they're looking at doing is having different events and activities. So it can be through your rated PvP, but they also want to encourage more world PvP. Hence, Battle for Azeroth, it's all about Horde versus the Alliance. They've come up with a really cool scheme that I think will really encourage more world PvP. And let's get into what I mean by that next. Okay, so the PvP talent system is something a little bit different. So now we have our main talents, and this is the talent system for the PvP talents. Now, how it works is you choose which one you'd like to use. So you've got Adaptation, Gladiator's Medallion for your first tier. Then the next 3, you can choose whatever you like. Whatever 3 talents you want to use, they're available. So no, you don't have to worry about, oh, this is 1 tier and I'm not going to use pretty much any of these. It's up to you. Roar of Sacrifice now is a open talent for all 3 specs of pet, sorry. So you can go ahead and use Roar of Sacrifice. You can do this. It's more versatile in the way it works. Then what will happen is once you've selected all these, you need to go to your main city, so Stormwind or Orgrimmar, and then you are able to enable War Mode. So War Mode is basically flagging you for PvP, but it also comes with some other perks. So in the lower level bracket, you get 15% XP gains as you're questing and whatnot. So once you hit level 120, from what they've said is you'll get other rewards such as 10% extra world quest bonuses and gold and other things like that. So you are getting rewarded as you are out sort of battling throughout the world. And also, as we just touched on before, you will also get conquest based on what activities are available at the time. This is pretty cool. This is a new system. Now, PvP hasn't really been enabled yet on the beta, so I'm still waiting for that. Once it does go live, we'll talk about this in more depth. But yeah, that is it for the new PvP structure. If you have any questions, let me know down below. But as always, you awesome people, you keep on sniping, and I'll see you all in the next video.